Beautiful people, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing very well. So you're welcome back to our motivation Christmas motivation day 7. So today is the 7th of December. So did you meet our first one of yesterday? We didn't start on time. First, second, third, fourth, fifth had gone before I started, but I know that I will still cover up between now and end of this season, let's say 24th, I will still make out time to cover up what I have in stock for you guys. So, did you meet the one of yesterday? I'll put up the link here. Go and watch. It will help you. See, don't always think watching someone's video is just to help the person. See what you're going to gain from it. It also has to help you. And what I've always advised is if you've watched any video and finds it interesting and it's helpful, please share it. Someone needs to hear it. Also, don't think sharing it to help her. Yeah, you share, you help to circulate the information the person is passing across, but as well, the information it carries may, don't bother about the vehicle sound. It may also help yours out there, you and yours out there. So please, if you found interesting, share. Thank you. Today is day 8 of our Christmas vlog. Yesterday was all about if you're traveling with your family in your own private car, the precautions and the steps you need to put in place before you embark on the journey. But today, I want to talk about people that want to travel probably in public transport or, public transport or charter a vehicle that will take them down to where they're traveling to. It mostly applies to people in Nigeria. Mostly, but I know people outside Nigeria also travel, but with other men, so we'll talk about that one. But you see this particular one, if you are in Lagos or some other parts of this country called Nigeria, oh yes, be it Abuja, Lagos, Cross River State, Ibom, Delta, Benny, any place you know you are residing in this country and is a bit far from where you're traveling to is, and you need to board public transport. Please be very, very security conscious. I repeat, be very security conscious. A lot of things are happening this particular season. You know, I said yesterday, it is a related season of celebration, season of enjoyment. People want to go and meet their loved ones, stay together. Sometimes people do it just once a year, but at the same time, it is a risked season. Why? Because of people now, the evil ones take advantage of this month, knowing what a good numbers of people travel this month. At the same time, those evil and devilish people still take advantage of this. Sorry about that. They still take advantage of this season to tamper with some people's security. So you have to be security conscious. Do you understand? If you are boarding public transport, fine. The first thing is don't board any transport that has no name, no company name, not a registered company, not a company that has office. Yes, don't board any vehicle that is not a registered company or has no name or has no office. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to start mentioning them one by one. It's not like an advert. I can do it. But you know when you bought a vehicle like Chisco, Libra, and sorry, my data is on. That's why all these popping up messages are coming in. Ekene Dirichukwu, LBC, and some other ones. When you bought them, you know you go to you go to their offices to go and get your ticket. And when you pick up this ticket, your name is registered. They register every single person traveling with them. They have their register. We call it manifesto. So, and another thing is you leave from their company, and for any reason you're traveling, anything happens on the road, the vehicle breaks down and can be fixed immediately. They will make a call, another vehicle will be sent to pick people up from there and tow that one out. Another thing is if you are traveling and gets late for road issues or something, they will stop by their office at any place and pass the night there, and you know you are secured by doing this. Your security is assured. You know you are there in a company, you can call your family. So we couldn't make it back to this night again. We at Chisco's office at Owerri, at Delta, at Benin, at also place. You are secured. But when you board those vehicles that have no name, when they get spoiled, they park you on the road, you sort yourself out. Do you know what happened sometime? Someone told me while they were waiting, the driver, they were trying to fix something, to just trying their luck, try your luck to see if they could fix the vehicle. It wasn't really working. And the driver said, okay, let me go and pick up something and buy something that they required to fix that. That was how the driver left. And was somewhere and called his conductor, said, please come and meet me here. Or find your way. And I'm going to say, driver needs my attention. Let me go and help him. Something he bought or need to put in the vehicle. They were waiting. That was how the conductor found his way. These people waited till night. And they started finding their ways. And you know it's not always easy. What if you have kids? What if you carry loads? What would you do? A driver from a registered company cannot run away. No, you have their numbers everywhere. Even the ticket you buy, the numbers are there. You can call to report that particular driver, and but they can't do that. Knowing well that the office would immediately be contacted, they can't leave you there, they can't abandon you there. They would rather sort out solution. Do you understand? But all these main road, that's what Igbos call them, or chop passenger, running around looking for passengers, though sometimes they are very cheap. Their price appear to be cheap because they run around looking for passengers. If it is that type, you will suffer. Please don't board that. But if you are just one person traveling, if anything happens, you can find a way. Some men like doing that. They'll board that, even hang. When it happens, another vehicle is passing, they jump on it, and which is risky. But if you can do it, fine. But if you carry your family and children and much loads, don't go for that type. Okay? Be security conscious. Also, another security consciousness is, aside vehicle breaking down or getting home late, mind what you ate in the bus where you are sitting with strangers. Be careful what you ate. Be careful what you buy on the road. If I tell you my experience some times ago, you would be baffled. Not me directly, but I experienced and witnessed this. This guy bought something from the window. Sometimes these hawkers that hawk on the street, immediately a vehicle stops, or if there is traffic, they will come to the window. All those things they sell, they'll be disturbing you. That is why sometimes I find it difficult to board public transport. It's not always, it is so stressful. If you cannot bear those stress, you can't cope or join them such vehicles. So when you get to any traffic, hawkers or sorts of things, I know you are exhausted, you're sweating, you need something cold, you might be hungry, you didn't come out with food, you need to buy something, you need some chips, some candies or something, mint, to get your mouth whining. So this guy bought oranges just from the window, and he wasn't sitting very close to the window, so the person next to him helped him to extend his money to the hawker and picked up the oranges for him and gave it to him. He just innocently drank his oranges. He innocently drank his oranges without knowing the oranges were dropped. Not from the hawker, from the guy that helped him to pick it from the window. Do you understand? The guy was like an in-between person, a third party, instead of picking it directly from the little boy selling it from the window, because this guy was closer to the window. He just extended his money to the boy and picked the oranges, and quickly, only God knows how he did it, because the boy selling the orange was asked to cut it, which sometimes this kind of a things I always, but when you talk, they will say you're doing a job, big girl or something. Some things like that can be so risky, you know. So the guy that cut the oranges, that picked the oranges from the hawker, dropped this orange that the guy annoying. I don't know what his intention was. They were sitting together, maybe to rob him, but I didn't know. So the guy now, after taking the oranges, the drugs now take little time to melt in him and started acting. So he had to stop at a particular bus stop because of the way they saw him dying. He stopped. What is wrong with you? What happened? The guy even closing was, nobody knows. Oh, we don't know. But one bringing water and something to see if we can revive him. No. Do you know what happened? Before we said Jack, the guy that helped him to pick the oranges disappeared. We didn't see him again. He wasn't having, some of them bought these buses to commit crime. Probably he robbed because he wasn't himself. So how would we know what he had that was no longer with him? So he couldn't have talked to tell us what happened, whether they robbed. So everyone was just thinking out solutions. What do we do? To cut the long story short, so then collected his phone. Thank God he had his phone. I was just coming from Abuja anyway. I was coming from that was my youth service period. Okay. So collected his phone, searched the last number he called, and called. But we thank God, I think he was going to on the chair and we were at closer anyway. So then I called, can't see what is going on. What do we do? Can we call? We can't abandon him here. If everybody had to like, let's go. We can't. He was with nobody. Okay, he was coming alone. He's a matured guy. So wanted to take him to a nearby hospital to see if to know what was even going wrong. So no bus, no vehicle, no bike, no agreed to carry him. What did we use? Wheelbarrow. Aboki selling something, collected the barrow and paid him. He pushed him to the hospital. We waited at least to see if he can receive a first aid treatment. So got there, the doctor said it was drug. It was drug. That he drank oranges, that was drugged. You see? So when he managed to get himself a little, I think he was given some injections to neutralize the drug. Doctor said, thank God we brought him here on time. That the person they called met us there, that was how we left them. It was not far from there to where he was going to, not too far again. So you see why you need to be security conscious. Go with your food, please. If it's just chips, snacks you want, you don't another type that like eating in the bus like me. Go with your food from home, please. Then if you must buy something on the road, pick it yourself. If you aren't close to where you can lay your hands and buy that, don't buy. Yes. If you aren't sitting close to where you can buy that which you want, which you've seen and liked, don't buy. Human beings are so terrible. Some, not all. So don't buy. I think my ring light is reflecting to the sun that's coming from the window. I'll soon close that window now. Sorry. So don't buy. Don't. Okay? Don't pick something and eat. Please, if you aren't in Nigeria, don't say it's for Nigerians. You have your loved ones. You have family, you have friends that also stay in Nigeria and travel. Even the one that travel from other parts of the country. And maybe it may not apply. Some of the things like they don't apply to you. You don't buy on the roads, don't stop, and the hackers are not there. But please talk to your loved ones and your friends you have in places like this. Talk to them or send them this video. Advise them. Let them be security conscious. We left me here and we go. Another aspect of being security consciousness, I didn't finish that when I was talking about the vehicle breakdown. It can be at a very lonely place. Some people were robbed. I'm telling you, where the vehicle broke down was a very lonely place. When the driver disappeared and Correct as well, they were the ones that couldn't, the agile, smart, still those young ones, they found their way by jumping on vehicles, hanging, sitting on attachments. But not everybody can do that. Vehicle they were stopping, they said it's full, it's full, it's full. The one that were left, some of them were robbed. They were traveling for Christmas. And do you know that most of these drivers and conductors that just put the bus on the road looking for passengers and make it cheap are criminals? So some of them would claim they are going to buy something to use. So some will claim they are going to buy something. Do you understand? When they go there, they'll go and mobilize their gang. We have them, see where we packed them. Go and collect things. And when you're in the bus, some of you will be in the bus and want to buy something, public bus or public transport, when they want to buy something, they'll bring out a heap of money in their pocket or bag. You want to remove a lot of money, you can't just take off that money. You can put your money in a way that you wouldn't bring out everything. You bring out your wallet. And whoever is looking at you knows that you have made plenty money in their pocket. You remove 1,000, you put it back in your pocket, they will be watching you. So they will go and get their gang. Go, they are there. They are there. Look at this particular person, look at. They will send their gang to come and rob people where they packed you. Some of them deliberately make that bus look like it breaks down. Yes, that's what some of them do. Do you understand? That's why I say be careful. If you must board public transport, go to a registered transport with company name. Okay? Another thing is, do you know? You may say, let me board the private car. You bought a private car. Some people put their vehicles on charter at this seasonal period. They put their vehicle on charter, you know. So if you want to travel with your family or your loved ones or friends, you can even join hands with friends. You bought a car that will take you home. Some of them do that. But then, most people, before they do this, they put it in a company with a name. That's what some of them do. They will go there, register with a company that has a name for the particular period. So if you are boarding them or chartering them, charter them under that company. Also, these companies that have names, most of them have small vehicles that go on charter, like a private. Yeah, they go like a private. Those private ones want to charter on the road. So these companies, most of them have these vehicles that you want to just charter. They will even ask you if you want to charter small vehicle to charter. They will give you. It still has a name. Another one is if it is not from a company that has a name, let it be someone that you know. Yes, exactly. Someone that you know. You know, people. Some people this Christmas put their private cars on charter. Maybe because they live same place with you. Oh, hold on a second, please. Sorry, because they're from the same place with you, and you know the person, and you know that this person has always put his vehicle on business during this Christmas season. So that one is okay. You know the person. The only thing you may suffer is in case if a vehicle breaks down. That's a different case. People might join hands together and sort it out. That was what happened to us 3 years ago, 2 years ago. Ever since the death of my parents, I never found traveling to the village interesting. So we decided to travel to Onitsha while my brother stays with his family. I and my younger sibling. The other ones shattered theirs from where they stay. They're a bit far from us. So I and our younger sibling to charter the vehicle. I went to Libra where I was to charter their um smaller vehicle. They said I came late. So they said I came late, that the first one had left. So I had to wait for the second one wasn't there. I had to come from the headquarters and time had already gone. So I don't like going to the park. You sit like a vehicle a company, you go there, you sit for a long time. That's something that happens to me if I'm boarding transport, road transport. I don't know, some of you may still be having that. I'm having nausea, I will vomit and will be so uncomfortable. It's always the case when I'm boarding a road transport going to a far place. I do have that feelings and reactions. So waiting at their camping wait again for some hours before leaving, it wasn't it. My own is immediately I come out. That's why I make my plans. When I buy a ticket, I know the time you're leaving. If you leave by 10, I will be there by quarter to 10. That is what I do. If I go there and wait like 1 hour with the crowd sitting, I have phobia. I have it's not even just I have phobia for crowd. I have to sitting in the midst of crowd is always my problem. Even people are not perceiving something I perceive. For tummy will start turning me. I must vomit. It has always been a bad um a reaction to me. So and I don't know how people around me would be feeling. So I try to manage it, not to board the public transport or the one that has crowd. So I said I should wait for the one that will pick us to become. I said no, no. Thank God I didn't pay before time. I said no. As well, we're coming out of that place. We say private car. He said he's going to Onitsha. Just need charter. Doesn't want to go. My diaries. Look at me. I ignorantly chartered that one. Not be small money that time, oh. Because I told you it was not gonna pick anybody, just me and my kids. Sis. We boarded. Immediately we entered. My spirit went out. I told my sister. Immediately we entered. He said, maybe I should sit in front and start. I said, no, I'm sitting with my sister at the back. Drive your front, they go. So I told my sis, as I said that food, you brought food from home, don't eat that food. I said, don't eat it. Don't eat it. So she, yeah, hearing frame. Yes, I'm at home. They are mixing cement. So they are, this is bricklayers. They are working for us. Yeah, so they are replastering. There's some broken parts of the floor, outside floor. So if you had a shrimp, you know they are mixing floor. So you bear with me. I can't keep cutting my video or posting now. We're starting, so bear with me with that noise. So my there is. I told her not to eat that food. She said, "Sister, why now? It's food I brought for home and I cooked that food. I took my time." Igbo will say, "Akworomaka sienri." I washed my hands to cook that food. I said, "No, don't eat it." He said, "But you don't like eat it on the road. So what do we eat? How do we do it?" I said, "No, don't bother. We're not eating it. When we get to any eatery, we can stop and pick something. That food, we are not eating it." She said, And as I bring out your rosary, we are Catholics, strong Catholics. So as I bring out that your rosary, hang it on your neck. So I wore mine like a necklace. She wore hers. We started going. I said, "Bring it out." He said, "Sister, is it?" I said, "Bring that rosary and start praying it." Do you know? We were sitting at the back. I was viewing at the mirror, looking at the guy from the mirror. I don't know what I was saying. A lot of things, like God was just showing me some things. I said, "This is not right." At the point, this guy started driving like he owns the road. Against every traffic, he was driving every traffic rules. He broke all the rules, yet uniform people were saluting him on the road. When they want to stop, they say, "Oh, okay, go." I told my sister, "Who is this guy?" I asked him, "Are you a uniform person?" He said, "No, I'm not a uniform person." I said, "Why now boycotting all the rules and nobody's stopping you or seeing you offending the rules?" He said, No, that's I didn't know him. I said, "No, you as who?" He said, "I should not distract him. I was driving." This guy drove against driving rules and traffic rules. Nobody disturbed him. Nobody stopped him. But drivers were busy. Police, uniform people on the road were busy stopping all these public vehicles that even the ones that have name. Just stopping them. But stop this guy. Anyway, we got to the eatery where he packed in for us to pick something to eat. We just went in there and to pick one or two things. Lo and behold, before we came out, this guy drove away with our loads and luggages we were traveling with. The guy drove away. As he dropped us there, we entered inside a place to pick something. But what just because of my kids says, and besides, we needed to ease ourselves. We were highly pressed. We were drinking water, and so we need to ease ourselves rather. So pick one or two things. For that picking something to eat, it was because of my kids says. Let for me, I would never test anything until I get to where I'm going to avoid vomiting stuff, because the sensation is always there. But I will manage it till I get to where I'm going to. If I am in a transport where there is no crowd, I can manage it before I get there. But I said, let me pick something for her to eat since we've already asked her not to eat her food. Because the way I felt, the food had been, how do I, with the ground, I don't want to poison, people may not understand it. But she didn't eat that food. And not let me go and pick something for her. And then entered the restroom, eased ourselves, came out to pick something, and we've already bought something. We came out, he had left. We started asking people, "We had this car parked here," left. So he didn't know one thing. Like I told you, immediately I wanted to board that bus. I snapped his plate, his vehicle plate. I snapped it. That's how I do. Even those public, even the one that have name, I do snap without them knowing. I do take it. So I would make a short video. That's what I do. I snapped the plate, left. I waited. I started making calls. Nobody seemed to know him. Everybody was blaming me. You of all people, you went to main road and pick roadside and pick a roadside. It's a very new brand new car. So what do you think? Don't you even thank God the person didn't tamper with your lives? Yeah, I was even so without them mentioning it, I was so grateful. So grateful for our lives. God saved us. When I was watching that guy through the mirror, the person I was seeing driving that car wasn't that person I was seeing looking at him physically on that steering. I am telling you, I know what I saw. It is good to pray. You see, prayer. It is good. Whenever we are making any journey, I do initiate it. Every member of my family, both the ones over there we are going to meet and the ones we are traveling with, we've always have this joint prayer. Sometimes online, sometimes that's what happens when you are student, when you live close to the road. So sorry about that. Has always been the case. So We've always made this joint prayer, family prayer. Them we are meeting and we're going to meet them online and sometimes privately. You do. Prayer is so important. The person I saw driving that vehicle was not the person. When from if I look from the mirror, I was seeing something else. That was when I said, "Don't eat that food. Bring that to rest." And I know I can't ask him to stop. He cannot stop. If you see the way he was flying like a aeroplane from Lagos to East, we are going in the before people that know East from going to East from Lagos, you would know that from Lagos to Owerri was some hours, but in the next 1 hour we are to Owerri. This guy flies like they're just saluting him on the road. Like, who is he? I was wondering. But anyway, this story is too long. Hmm? It's too long. Sorry, I mentioned to my made a mistake. I said the 8th. Today is day 7, 7th of December. So my Christmas vlog continues tomorrow, being day 8. I will continue with this, my story. I will continue with it. It's very interesting. I'm not just interesting to help you to be so security conscious. So if this video is found interesting, let me know in the comment section. If and also, if found helpful, let me know at the comment section and share it, please. Don't say I'm in UK, I'm in America, I'm in this, I'm in Europe, I'm not traveling anywhere. Share it, it may help your loved ones anywhere they are, they want to travel from. It's not only Nigerians that travel, oh. It's not only Nigerians that travel. So if your own method of being security conscious or the way it happens at your site, it may not be the way it happens here. But in all, what it's saying is to be security conscious. So I'll continue with this video tomorrow, being our day 8. This story, you will know how it ended, know how to mingle on your journey whenever you are to travel or anybody around you wants to travel. This story will help you. And remember, today on is security consciousness for December journey, wherever you are traveling from. I'll continue tomorrow. Like I said, let me know in the comment section. Have you had any experience? Is this video helpful? Let me know in the comment section. I will see you on my next video being tomorrow. That's our day 8 of Christmas vlog. Bye guys.